This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host Jack. This is my catch-up episode for the Ducks and the Kings games. So let's get right to it. So out of 4 possible points, the Senators only get 1, and it was in the Kings game. We lost to the Anaheim Ducks 2-1 and lost to the LA Kings 4-3 in overtime. Anaheim not really starting many of their normal starters. They had a ton of AHL guys and we still couldn't beat them. The Senators basically have quit on the season. I think everybody knows that the season's lost. The players know it, and they're just playing like they really don't care anymore because, again, season's over. So again, 2-1, and the only goal was scored by Mark Kaslik, and that was in the first period. In the second period, Ryan Strome scores his 10th of the season to make it 1-1, and then Alex Killorn scores in the third to make it 2-1, and that's obviously the end of the game. Ottawa pretty much had the upper hand throughout most of the game except in hits. Anaheim had 36 hits. Ottawa only had 15. Ottawa had 10 penalty minutes. Anaheim only had 8. And shots were 30-16 in favor of the Senators, and the faceoff percentage was 3 out of 5 for Ottawa. So that's where it is for the Anaheim Ducks game. We lose that one, and we drop to 25-32-3. And then the second game, which was on Thursday, we play the LA Kings. We lose 4-3 in overtime. The goaltending matchup was Cam Talbot versus Jonas Korpisalo. And again, these two goalies swapped teams in the offseason. Obviously, Korpisalo with the Kings, Cam Talbot with the Sens, and now it's the other way around. And to go back to goaltending, the matchup for the Ducks game was Lucas Dostal versus Mads Søgaard. And let me tell you, Lucas Dostal is an absolute stud in this league. And there's been a ton of speculation with John Gibson. Could he get traded in the summer? If so, I think Anaheim has good hands in net because that kid has a ton of potential, and he's played really good this season. Mads Søgaard, he looked, I would say, decent throughout the whole game. Nothing special, but again, they gave up on the year. What do you expect that much? So Korpisalo, he didn't have a .900 save percentage, but overall, I thought he had a decent game. He stopped 31 of 35, and I believe it was like an 886 save percentage. Cam Talbot had a phenomenal night. Stopped 28 of 31 for the Kings, so both goalies had pretty decent nights. So let's get to the scoring. In the first period, Dominic Kubalik scores his 10th goal on the power play. Who would have thought? And it's 1-0 after 20 for the Senators. In the second period, Quinton Byfield ties the game, his 90th of the year. He's played phenomenal. 1-1. And then Brady Ketchup, just a couple seconds later, scores his 27th of the year to make it 2-1 in favor of the Senators. So that's all after 40 minutes. In the third period, Pierre-Luc Dubois scores to tie it at 2. Jacob Moverare scores his first to make it 3-2 in favor of LA, and then Drake Batherson ties it with his 22nd of the year at 3. And then Kevin Fiala scores to win it in overtime. So a brutal loss in both games for the Senators. They lose that one 4-3 in overtime. So their record now 25-32-4. So we'll see what happens. They play the San Jose Sharks later tonight. My preview prediction video will be coming out for that. So comment down below your thoughts, but for now, this is Jack the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.